Moon, Rising, Venus, and Vedic. This is your mid-monthly reading, love reading. We have the Four of Wands, and yeah, you might be feeling a little shaky in your current situation or status, or there might be some sort of change over. Okay, guys, let's see if anything comes out. Two of Pentacles, yeah, you two situations, juggling two situations, Aries, and one of them is becoming a burden for you. We have the King of Wands. This is you or possibly another air sign, a sign, person, or this is you looking at someone resisting you, okay? So there is one situation which is that's come to an end. It's just really come to an end. So Aries, one of the two ships that you are in has come to an end. I don't know why I'm shuffling. Nine of Wands. You will clearly feel the challenge and resistance in the situation. All right, so it's going to be very easy to identify which situation is no longer serving you. All right. This is a situation that you did put in a lot of efforts, Aries. You did put in a lot of efforts in the situation, and that's why you held on to the situation for such a long time. The resistance is very, very strong. The resistance is very, very strong. And your movement is also restricted. Your movement forward, like, you know, your progress forward is restricted. This, you're still holding on to some sort of hope in the situation, Aries. You're still holding on to some sort of hope. But this is nostalgia. This is absolute nostalgia that you have for this situation. And now this other situation is entering your life. We have the Justice card, so this is going to balance out your energy. So from the Two of Pentacles, you're going to go to definitely a official separation, and that's why, like, you know, it's going to balance out your energies. Any sort of resistance coming from this person is creating a sort of a limitation to your movement, like your movement forward. There is a new person. There's literally a new person, or you're transforming into a new person, and this is going to attract this the next partner for you in a situation. Okay, so you're definitely dealing with a breakup. This was it was a fairy tale romance sort of situation. You built it up way too much in your daydreams, like, you know, 404, as I said that. It's like it was just like wishful thinking. It was built on wishful thinking. It wasn't something that was based in reality. It was mainly a fantasy. Okay. Let's see, let's clarify what this Nine of Cups is. Yeah, now you have some sort of divine intervention here, like, you know, Aries, you're wasting your time. So sort of clarity, look at that Nine of Cups. Like, you know, I was clarifying the Nine of Cups, right? So there's definitely some sort of clarity that's coming in, that you're stuck in the situation, and you like, your spirit is wanting to burst out of this fantasy land that you've created, because it's turned into a nightmare, because there is no reciprocity. look at this, like, you know, this, the person that you're looking at right now in the present, like, you know, there's literally no reciprocity. There is no reciprocity. They are resisting. You're looking at them and they're resisting you. There's no reciprocity. And so, like, you know, you are, you're having to juggle a reality and fantasy. So there is two different, and you're stuck in fantasy land, and then your heart and soul wants to like break away from this. This is also memories of the time when this might have actually felt very real, but it was maybe because it was a little forced. Somebody was pinned down in this fantasy land, your fantasy land, where they did not want to be there. Okay, so you have to consider the other person's willingness to be there. Okay, yeah, they might have said you're disappointed that it is not mutual, but and now it's become very clear to you that this whatever has ended, there was no, there's nothing mutual. There wasn't anything mutual there. Okay, please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. But definitely efforts were put in. Five of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, to build something. But it looked like a project. Like we're together for a project, and once that is done, once we get what we were hoping to get from this, it'll be over. Yeah, so it may be you thought that this was like a lifelong project and you're going to continuously keep seeing some sort of result and outcome of this partnership, but for them it was mainly for a project, and there were other people involved in this, you know, in this relationship, and they sort of broke apart, and the system that this was built on, that also ceases to exist. Okay, in the future, now it's just like you're watching it through like rose tinted unrealistic glasses, like a filter which is unrealistic. Let's see, let's clarify the star card. Yeah, we have the Empress, the Seven of Swords. There is somebody's definitely hiding something. There are a lot of lies. There were a lot of lies being told in this situation, and about how that this situation being hopeful. Somebody was holding back the truth of how they actually really felt, and what they genuinely felt was very detached, and they were still looking up in the skies, like wishing for a different outcome, and that was. And that this situation was possibly disappointing to them, or just not suitable to them, or not what they were looking for. Okay, and this was energetically done a long time ago. You have two choices. Definitely have two choices here. Hierophant clarifying the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Justice card. The Hierophant and the Justice coming together, so there's definitely clearly one situation ending very fast, and the second situation, the real second possibility, since this was a fantasy, so obviously a fantasy, this other situation at least seems like the reality, the real deal, because with the sort of force that is coming in, and we are in Cancer season, and I'm clarifying the road that is a present moment, so it also aligns with the cards. But there's definitely some sort of anxiety. There's the anxiety. I know this is the fourth card. I'm taking only 3 cards, but there is some sort of anxiety about this. Yeah, this your love life is literally transforming. It's transforming. The energy of your love life is has gone through the process of death and rebirth. So this situation, this fantasy La La Land situation, which was absolutely not progressive, has come to an end. Okay, so the Hierophant and the Justice card, this is literally like a official separation. This is a divorce. This has come through. Okay, and you're moving forward. You're energetically moving forward. Like, you know, the situation, your love situation is moving forward energetically, really really fast. And that might be stressing you out. There might be a lot of new information coming in for you to deal with, and also let's see what the Seven of Wands. The reason why they're resisting you is because they're on a new chapter themselves. Okay, and they've clearly expressed this to you. They've told you that they are in a new life and a new phase. Okay, and they are on their spiritual path. They are on their own. They're on a path of soul searching, and they know that this connection with you, Aries, was not on their soul path. It wasn't. It wasn't on their soul path. It was very restrictive emotionally. They felt like a imposter, you know, stealing from something that, or holding themselves back. You know, they're stealing from somebody else's fantasy, which is your fantasy. You know, this is probably what they were thinking, that, you know, they're stealing from your fantasy, which, you know, they are part of somebody else's fantasy land, and the reality is that they transformed with the ending of this situation a long time ago. 1221, as I said, that, like, you know, they just they went through a spiritual transformation. They're a very brand new person, and they are able to they are very very clear in their words, in their communication. They're having epiphany after epiphany, and they might have felt like, you know, they had to hold this sort of spiritual download or information back because of the relationship that they were in with you. So clarifying the Justice card, we have the Two of Cups. So yes, definitely this is an official and permanent separation. Somebody's making it known very very clearly, making it very very clear. They definitely, this person is on a spiritual path, and this is going to encourage you to be on the right path that is aligned for you in this lifetime. Let's clarify this Four of Pentacles. Aries, you're showing up. You're limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself. You know, you're limiting yourself, your growth. You're limiting your ambition, your inspiration. Yeah, your ambition as well as your inspiration. There is something very there is something very significant and phenomenal. These are the two words that I had in my mind going on. There's something phenomenal and significant going to happen to you when it comes to your career and your finances and your money in the future, but you're probably not able to see it at the moment. Because of the limitations that you put, you're blocking it. You're blocking the information of your future. We have the Knight of Wands here, clarifying the King of Pentacles. This is a new person that's coming into your life. The Page of Cups. And Four of Wands. This is a chance to start a new life. This is definitely a marriage proposal that's coming in divine timing, as was decided. as was this previous marriage or relationship destined to happen. There's some sort of predestination, that is what's coming to my mind, so you can look that term up, what predestination is and what the search results give you when it comes to predestination and the concept and the phenomena. Like this previous relationship was predestined to happen and then an end, this future relationship is predestined as well. And this the career aspect and this new relationship is going to start together. Let's get some cards from for just like to close the reading off. Let's see what's happening to close the reading. Four of Pentacles. You're possibly finding yourself in a futuristic energy that is also causing you a little bit of anxiety. Like, you know, you're like, what's in the future? Like, you know, you're sad because the past didn't work out, and then you're like, in the future and then you're like, oh, but you know, I did so much in my past, and I put in so much of my inspiration and ambition, and I'm now going to hold everything back and bottle it up, like have a grudge and be a little petty in the future. I'm not going to give as much as I did because of my past disappointments. I see you doing that, and that's a mind trap. Like, you know, you're walking into a mind trap. But that's going to get repaired. That's going to be repaired as when this new phase. Right now, you're unable to see it. You feel like, you know, it's all terrible, so terrible, because you're blocking it out. You're blocking something out. You're blocking your inspiration. But it's going to burst out. It's going to burst out, and it's going to be there for you to access in the future. So thank you so much for being here. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Vedic. I hope this was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you in the next one.